I need to talk. I need to speak.
Yes.
Is there any duration, like 3 to 4 minutes, or I can speak?
Maximum 3 minutes.
Okay, maximum 3 minutes. Okay, so I have given the
In your
topic.
speech, at least education system comes near about 3 times.
Okay, education system. All right. So, hello everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Neha Verma, and today I have given the topic education system. Says yes, we all know that the education system that we are following is given by the Macaulay, and he has given us the education system like we are following since long, like 10 plus 2 plus 3 policy, right? So we have a policy of 10 plus 2 plus 3, that is 10 years we need to give for the metric, and 2 years for the higher secondary, and 3 years for the to be graduate. So basically the education system, our education system is follows like memorizing, literally depend upon the memorizing of things, like we have taught the history top things, we have taught the mathematic things, but at the time of examination we have seen that if a person has done a lot of things in throughout the year, and but sometime he is not able to write in the examination, right? And so given marks accordingly, right? And so we need to think upon it, and because if we have given, if we do such kind of things, like moreover these marks doesn't, yes, they are important to get admission in the higher classes, but if you have seen, I can compare like most of my friends, right? Not most of them, some of my friends has got marks that are good enough than me, but if we talk about the, if we have taken like consider it in the real life, the person who got good marks in their like in the 10th, in plus 2, or at the college level, but if they do not have any knowledge of the concepts, if they just memorize the thing and able to write in the examination, right? But they do not got the skills to understand the things or the topic or the uh, like they have the stream they have opted for. So later in the life they are going to feel some setback, or because our education system follows like the memorizing of things, and it does not work on the developing of skills. But nowadays it is really very important to develop skills apart from memorizing the things. Like if we have taken example of like the colleges, right? If you have opted for trade like CSE or IT, now in our education policy or in our uh, education system, what is we are following, that we are going to cram the things, or we are just reading the, or we are just following the books that they were following the 10 to 15 years ago, right? The same methodology we are applying. But that's not the thing. If you have opted for the science stream, or sorry, if you have opted for the computer science or IT stream, you should know, the teachers should tell you that what is the significance of this, and what how you are going to implement such kind of things in the real life. Like if there is a concept, if there is a subject like web designing, most of the things, most of the teachers, they just give us the theoretical knowledge. They just using the, or they're just following the theoretical approach, right? And but what the need of the art, the need of the art is the practical approach, or practical philosophy we should need to follow. We should know that what is the usage of learning HTML language. At the graduation level you are being taught like HTML, what is HTML, CSS, you know all the syntax and all, but you don't know how to make a full-fledged website. Like it's a matter of pity, like a person has given 3 to 4 years of his, right, in learning C++ language, but after completing his degree he is not able to make a website or a app. He cannot able to develop an app of his own. So it's really a matter of pity. So I think we should consider our education minister, or we should, there's there must be some changes in the our education policy or education system. We should follow the concept of theoretical knowledge instead of, sorry, we should follow the concept of practical knowledge, or we should apply the practical approach towards the things instead of just cramming at the theoretical thing. So now we have given our education policy has changed. Let's see what's gonna happen. We are still going on following the same methodology. So fingers crossed for that the coming philosophy or the education policy we are that has introduced to us. So this is all from my side on the education policy. So thank you so much.
Okay, so now we are moving towards Miss Sonakshi. So Sonakshi, can you listen me? Sonakshi. Sonakshi. Okay. So Mr. Prakhar.
Hello.
Yes, Prakhar, can you listen me?
Yes,
Just,
sir.
just Sonakshi.
Yes, sir.
Your topic is money.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. First, good afternoon to all of you. Money. If we talk about generation, then I think everything is depend on money, because without money, I think everyone not do anything, because if we something try to do thing, for example, if we want to study, then for this you also need money. And if you want to start your own business, or then you also want to money. And then anything like you build your house, or help someone, and you buy anything, then you needs a lot of money. So I think in today's generation, money is very important. If we see in the past, then some people says without money we can survive, because uh, 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 in if any family member or get a job, then he help the other person also. But now this era, it is not possible, because uh, the people have lot of expectations, and lot of desire and needs, so it is not possible without money. So I think money is more important today. And thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sonakshi. So we are moving towards Mr. Prakhar. So Prakhar,
Hello.
why your topic is politics?
What, sir?
Politics.
Politics. So, politics, although it's a very good topic, but it's rare also. Politics of Indian, I'm talking about the Indian politics. There are so much ridiculous this politics is that they are not thinking about some person's life. First of all, we must understand what is politics, and the second thing, how it is affecting our lives. Politics is some of the tactics or some mind games which everyone plays in their battleground or in their professional life. For example, there are student politics between students for asking for the teacher, and there are politics in our government system where the majority of parties tackle between them for becoming the superior or the prime minister to rule on the country. Now, how politics is affecting our life? If politics is just till towards or till that the life of the employees of the government, then it's good. But we know that it is affecting our life in many ways. Like if they are playing with the things, like they are increasing the value of the education system, like they have changed the whole education system, the theoretical concept has been changed towards the practical one. But these concepts are just like they had been changed like a burden for the children. The people before this were learning like the CCE pattern, then they arrived the board pattern. And this is a part of politics that today we do good for the public, then in next election, the public will choose us. So this is the politics of the government. When we come to the office politics, the many of the employees play mind games, like they tell lie or tell lie to the job, to their boss, for increasing their post, for their increment, for their promotions. So it's about the politics of the official background, the offices. When we came to the social politics, many of the community play politics or play mind games to show that they are superior than other community, other religions. When we are here and we are just learning, we are observing that if we go outside, then everywhere is the politics, but just its meaning is different, its place is different, that where the politics is playing the role. Like I have taken the example of student politics, I have taken the example of office politics and the government politics as well. Like the students are also taught in school that study the democratic politics, the political science subject, in which they are showing that the only good aspects, mainly 80% good aspects of the government, whereas they are hiding the everything the government has done wrong in the society. So it is also a part of politics that they are pushing us to learn that everything which is done by the government is good for us, but it is not right. Actually it is just an hiding and truth. And we should also learn about Indian democracy. In our books, the 10th, 9th, 8th, 11th, 12th school books, it has been written about maximum portion is from the foreign politics. Why they are not showing about the politics of India and the reality of India? There are very less content related to the Indian politics, and the content which is present is just favoring the Indian government, just representing Indian government as a god or as a very good opponent or as a very good worker. But that's not correct. They are just playing. Even the person who don't have much knowledge about the state or the nation is going to enter in the elections for just getting their names or for just getting the fame, the money. Many of the person are doing much more bad things. They are bribing the lower employees, the policemen, to save their dirty tactics. So if I continue this, it will never be end. So I think I should conclude here. Thank you so much for listening.
Okay, Prakhar bhai. Okay, that is very good. Oh, okay. So now we are moving towards Miss Sneha. So Sneha, can you listen me? Sneha. Sneha.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, yes, Sneha.
Yeah, so what's the topic?
Your topic is pronunciation.
All right, something which I really love to say. All right, okay. So if I speak about pronunciation, there are actually I have to say about accents. So there are a lot of accents, like the Australian accent, British accent, American accent. Basically, according to me, I love the American accent in which I'm speaking, like which I try to speak actually. So according to me, pronunciation doesn't matter. You know why? Because if you like whatever accent or in whatever way you pronounce the words, like obviously you have to get something right, for people to understand. But my meaning was that according to you, your accent should not matter because in whatever accent you speak, actually, what matters, people to understand you. People should get you whatever you're trying to convey to them. Also, if I say about pronunciation, people should actually practice the way they want to pronounce the words, like in American way or in British way, whatever way. If it's Indian, they need to practice because to get the right pronunciation. And obviously people should be aware to like whatever accent you speak, you need to by practice by observing, by seeing. Like there are many, YouTube videos available on accents. Like basically, in whatever accent you should speak, you need to learn the correct pronunciation of each. And like I basically will prefer to say that. Hello.
Yes, Sneha, you can continue.
All right. So basically, according to me, I should say that people should, in order to get the correct pronunciation, people should actually need to observe and listen to things carefully to get the right pronunciation. And also, according to their observation and hearing, they should also practice again, so that they should, like, after doing this, after practicing at least like 10 times every day, they will be able to get, the correct pronunciation, the correct accent. So basically, that's all I needed to say. Practice is the main thing, and also hearing and observing is the main thing to get the correct pronunciation. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Sneha. Now we are moving towards Mr. Suman Bhai. So, Mr. Suman, if you are able to listen me, so your topic is love is dangerous, and you have to speak 3 minutes. Okay.
Okay. So, hi, all of you. So, my topic is love is dangerous. Yes, it's dangerous because what is love, people don't understand. What they think is that their attraction, their affection, their attachment, and their habits are their love, but it's not. Like someone is attached with someone, and they think that it's their love, but it's not. But like someone, some boys and girls talk to each other, and they think they are attracted to each other, but they think that it is love, but it's not. I can go to some far, like you can say that if a mother is loving to his child, okay, if a mother is loving to his child, most of the people are considered, actually we all consider it is as love, but it is something else than love. It's called in Hindi, it's mamta, but it's not love. So what is happening that people didn't understand the love and gives lots of lecture and act according to that it's love. That's why their love is dangerous. Like it's like I can give an example that today the people understand about the love like a dog in the hands of their like a dog in the hands of their owner. He always with what to say, a belt in his neck. He have no independence, no opportunity of choice at all. What is it? So these are the reasons that in today's world, people in today's world, love is dangerous because people didn't understand that love means independence, but they think that love means dependency. Because love means because the actual love means without expectation, but what people understand that love means only expectations. So these are the things that happens, that people get frustrated, and we even saw that some people commit suicide. We even saw that even after the love marriages, it didn't work, and after 3 to 4 years they separate each other. That's why they think love is dangerous, but in reality love cannot be dangerous, and love is not dangerous for who understands the meaning of love. For those who can't understand the meaning of love, for them it's always that love is dangerous. So before thinking that they are loving someone, first one need to introspect. Then if you didn't introspect yourself, you will find that for yourself love is dangerous. But if you will introspect yourself and rightly, without any type of prejudgment or ego and different other problems which humans faces, then you will find that love is not dangerous at all, and love is the greatest gift of the God for the mankind. Thank you.
Okay, so now Dhruv Bhai is present here. So Dhruv Bhai, are you ready to speak?
Yeah, exactly. I'm ready.
Okay,
That's
so your word is strike.
okay. Strike. All right. So Definitely in our India, there are so many things that is going on. Definitely, if someone is, some people want to oppose and government want to implement, or also at the same time, some corporate sector, they want to impose something, but employees, they want to impose. Okay, so then we use two different words, that is protest and strike. So definitely there is a difference between strike and protest. Protest, a normal person can do just against any government, but strike, it is totally for it is most of the time, most of the employee, we have also listened this word, employees is going on strike, but we haven't listened that citizen of India, they are going on strike, they are going on protest. We have seen so many examples in Delhi and also in GNU college, that was a part of protest. And but when it comes out employees, like sometimes advocates, sometimes doctors, like recently the case was from like a few doctors were on strike. So that is called strike. And so employee, if they are working in any specific companies, or either if they are a part of government institution, they can go on strike. But for government employees, it is not. I mean, Supreme Court has, they have told strictly to them, you can't go on strike. Just because if employees will go on strike, what will happen? Now, the whole thing is depend on the government employee, just because they are working in different departments. So if they will start to strike, then everything will be sucks and maybe the system will go down. So that's why it is not. Uh, uh, it is prohibited for government employees, but if you are a private, and sometimes it's okay, like they do just because they want some demand. And we have seen also in banking sector, some banking employees, they are on strike just because they want to hike their payroll, or their payment, right? So then there is a notice from different department or from the Supreme Court also, you have to just put off it, or just you can't be anymore on strike. So this thing happens. But when it comes out protest is just normal, like we have seen farmers were on a protest. Okay, so in strike, what we do actually in strike, we are in that part, we are in that sector, and we are asking for our own thing, or own, that we are supposed to do, or that we are entitled to. Okay, but in protest we are not directly entitled to. There is some other institution, there is a government, but we want, just because we are a citizenship of India. And also at the last, just one thing I want to mention, that definitely protest, it's a fundamental right, but when it comes out strike, it is not a fundamental right, be clear. It's a statutory act that has been given to the employees, that if you want, you can go. And it is related to industrialist. Uh, so there we can do. And also definitely, whether it's a protest or strike, I don't support a violent protest or strike. If you have, it is a very good way to just keep your point of view, keep the point of view of the whole society in front of a specific uh, organization, whether it's a private or corporate or it's a government, through strike and protest. So we have to always keep in mind, if you are going through violence, it will harm you. Indirectly, it will harm you. So that's why we always need to peaceful protest. And so that's why maybe the organization and the government will work in favor of you, or they will listen to you. And there are also just one or two things I want to mention, that uh, there are so many reasons that's a protest and strike going on. Sometime companies or government, they take that kind of policies, or they want to implement that policies which are not in a favor of citizens. So that's why if some citizen is just telling or imploring to the government or the organization that we want something, so they have to take a quick decision. At least they have to respond quick. This thing they don't do, they don't respond. So it is very important to respond quickly, so our citizens can also easily understand the point of view of the organization or the government. So this is how, what will happen, there will be less strike, there will be less protest, and also there will be less chances of violence. Some people use, when it comes about violence, actual people, they don't do, but some other people, which they don't want that strike or a protest, then they try to misuse that protest and strike in form of violence, and they violate so many rules that harms also the uh, organizational things and also the properties of the public. So we have to keep in mind, if we are going to strike, it must be peaceful, it must be well organized. Don't like I'm going and there is some violence, then we have to face some consequences. So this is all from my side.
Okay, so thank you, Dhruv bhai. Now we have last speaker, Mr. Prasant. Prasant, can you listen me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Prasant, your topic is India and China.
Okay. Thank you. First of all, sir. I know. And in my 2 or 3 minutes, I am going to talk on mainly the defense sector, trade between India and China, and so other chapters also. Uh, First of all, I want to talk on defense. The relation between our Indian Army, Indian Navy, or Indian Air Force, or with Chinese defense forces. Uh, in nowadays, it's some controversy between India and China in Galwan Valley from May. The reason behind it that the China claims some land in Galwan Valley, in eastern Ladakh, and uh, India at India opposed to it, so that this controversy will be happening. And second topic is trade between India and China. When we see the export and import from China and India, we import some products and some raw material from China. As we see the our from our economy or our products or some importing materials, we import more than China. China import from us. Not the proportion is too small, and we import in so much proportion, and our government started banning Chinese apps or the Chinese products is not good, because if we see as we see the import and export of between China and India is so different. If we ban their apps and their products, it's harmful to our economy, and it's very badly affect on our economy. So it's not good. And second thing is banning the if China ban our apps or our products and our raw material, it's also very affected on our economy. So thus I think is not good to for developing nations, and India is a developing nations, and we know the tendency of Chinese, so that it's not good. That's it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Prasant bhai. Okay. So guys, we have 5 minutes. If you want to discuss something, so you can discuss. Now platform is open. And also I am requesting, please join second slot also, which we are going to start at 3:30 p.m. because we have 9 speakers also. So please, if you have time, so try to join second slot. And in this slot, we have 5 minutes. If you want to discuss something, so you can discuss. And if anybody have any question regarding any topic to anyone, so please, you can ask. Yes, Shekhar bhai.
No, I just want to say something about the topic of Prakhar bhai, what he said about the politics. I can just give one suggestion that you can try some independent sources. There are no such hunky dory and very independent. What was happened, where one leader went wrong or when one leader was right. All the things is mentioned sometimes. So you can refer that. I just want to say that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shekhar sir.
Okay, so, okay, anybody have any question, please? Okay, so I think nobody have any question. So please guys, just I am requesting to you, try to join second slot also, which we are going to start at 3:30 p.m. because we have 9 speaker more. That's why I'm saying, please. Okay, after 5 minutes, you can join again. Okay, so thank you for attending this. Thank
Okay,
you.
as we have 6 minutes,
Yes, yes.
yes, why don't we give you a topic and you also participate?
Yes.
I am planning for next time, not this time because I am
Okay.
not.
No, it's a right time, sir.
No, firstly, I have
Yeah,
to
it's a
prepare
right time
myself.
as we have 6 minutes.
Sir, sir,
Actually,
behind your head there is a toy. Sir, behind your head there is a
actually, I
toy.
am
So
not.
topic is toy.
No, I am not a good speaker as like you. That's why I try to conduct such type, speech competition. I am learning basically. I am in first phase. When I become in second phase, definitely I am going to speak more and more. So just
No,
give
no, actually, you are motivation for us.
yes, yes. Actually,
Sir,
I
the
think
topic
I
is,
am very good to motivate people.
So, Shekhar, are you giving the topic?
sir,
Okay.
there is a toy behind the head of sir. So I would like to hear about something about toy. So
Okay.
your topic is toy, sir.
Okay, so thank you, Shekhar, by giving such a nice topic. And just I want to speak something about toy. Actually, I'm not much idea about toy, but toy is just, you can say, a device. By using that, children can play. And when child in very early ages, they like very much toy to play, because I can take example of my daughter also. Uh, Whenever I visit any mall or shop, my child is always attracted to toys. I always say, please, Papa, buy this because this is very good toy. And sometimes also I buy it because my, as you know, today is also daughter day, because many people are just celebrating today's daughter's day. So I love my daughter very much. Whenever they asking for anything, I try to fulfill their dream. And some day ago on 20 September, my birthday was celebrated my daughter's, and my daughter just give me a very good greeting cards, and she has mentioned one thing: you are a very good father because you always fulfill my dream. Whenever I say to buy a toy, and always you deliver me. So this type of sentences make me sometimes very happy. At least I am doing what they are expecting from me. So that is some good thing. And tie is a very different topic. So thank you for giving me. Okay, but please do not include me in reward, because I am not going to get any reward, because
Sir is the winner.
because firstly, whenever we conduct a speech competition, I always mention one thing: try to accept your mistake. And I am making so much mistake, and every time I accept this. Okay, so this is learning process. That's why I'm saying I am, initial stage. Please give me some time. When I become in second stage, I like Shekhar Bhai, Dhruv Bhai, and Neha, Prakhar, and Sneha. Everyone is a very good speaker.
This is only excuse. No, this is only excuse. You are in better than us
Dhruv
in
Bhai, that's why I'm
second or
conducting
third.
daily debate. Why? Because I am learning, and just I am trying to, confront people face to face. That's why I am very much interested to join this and conducting debate, because I know
Sir,
it will take some time, but definitely I can also speak as like you, as like Mrs. Neha, Shekhar Bhai. But give me some time, okay? And
sir,
I
I
think
just want
I
to
am
say,
very good
I
in
want,
motivating people. That's why spending some money also give people get motivated, and also we can learn. So this is
I
process.
just want to say that you are at third level and we are at second or first level. So you are just making excuses that I totally agree with Dhruv bhai. So I can't say anything more. Thanks, sir.
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay. So okay, thank you. So please join second slot also. Thank you.